I've never been a fan of the Jaybird Run. Their carrying case is very bulky, but more importantly, they always suffered from rampant connectivity issues. But now, there's the all-new Jaybird Vista, which have been completely redesigned for the better. I think they're a great pair of workout earbuds, but more importantly, I think these are a great option for any Android user looking for a pair of everyday carry truly wireless earbuds, mainly because of their fit. If you're not a fan of in-ear earbuds like I am, then you might want to look at the Vistas as an alternative to the Galaxy Buds and even the Jabra Elite 65Ts. So the Jaybird Vista retail for $180, which is what the Jaybird Run used to retail for. And even though the Jaybird Run may be going on sale at other retailers, personally, I can't recommend getting the Jaybird Run over the Vista, even if it means saving some money. So if you want to pick up the Jaybird Vistas, they'll be linked down below. Now, the first thing we're to talk about here is the Vista's completely redesigned carrying case, because personally, I think it's a huge deal. The Vista's carrying case is much slimmer than the Jaybird Runs, which makes it much easier to store in your pocket if you plan on using these earbuds as everyday carry earbuds. Cause the Vista's carrying case is about the same size as the Galaxy Buds carrying case, and it's a little slimmer than the Jabra Elite 65T's carrying case. But the Vista's carrying case also feels a lot more premium because it has a soft touch feel to it similar to the Sony WF-1000 XM3s, which makes it much easier to hold on to, and it's a major upgrade from the all-plastic carrying cases that the AirPods, Galaxy Buds, and Jabras have. But another major upgrade found on the Vistas from the Jaybird Run is that the Vista's earbuds now magnetically attach themselves to their carrying case, which makes taking these earbuds out and dropping them back into their carrying case much easier compared to the Jaybird Runs. You're less likely to drop them. But another major upgrade found on the Vista's carrying case is that it's been upgraded to a USB-C port, which obviously means this is great for Android users because this way you can charge your phone and earbuds with the same cable. Right off the bat, the Jaybird Vistas are ticking off all the right boxes for what I look for in a pair of everyday carry truly wireless earbuds as an Android user. And when it comes to battery life, even though the Vistas have a significantly smaller carrying case than the Jaybird Run, they still have a slightly better battery life than the Jaybird Run. The Vistas have an advertised combined battery life of 16 hours, whereas the Jaybird Runs are going to last you for 12 hours. The earbuds themselves can go for 6 straight hours, and the carrying case can supply an additional 10 hours of battery life. But when compared to the rest of the competition, the Jaybird Vista have an average battery life for truly wireless earbuds in late 2019. Which is totally fine, especially if you take into consideration the size of their carrying case. But now we gotta talk about fit because it's also very different from the Jaybird Run. The Jaybird Run have an ear fin and ear tip fitting system, which gives you a lot of customization options so you can mix and match these ear tips and ear fins so you can get your perfect fit. But now, Jaybird is moving away from having separate ear tips and ear fins and using ear gels which have combined the two. Ultimately, this means the Jaybird Vistas don't have as much customization options as the Jaybird Run or Jaybird X4s, but personally, I don't have a problem with this. Because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of in-ear earbuds in general because to me, they get itchier after a while, so I can only use them for short periods of time. So even though the Galaxy Buds, Jabra Elite 65Ts, Sony WF-1000 XM3s, and Sennheiser Momentums are all great in-ear earbuds, I still default to AirPods as an iPhone user because I find them to be the most comfortable earbuds here because they don't actually go into your ear canal, they just rest right outside of it. And the Jaybird Vistas do pretty much the same thing. They don't actually go in, they just rest right outside of your ear canal. So I do find them to be way more comfortable than all of the other in-ear earbuds I mentioned earlier. And this is another reason why I would recommend the Vistas to an Android user looking for everyday carry earbuds. Just like AirPods, I sometimes forget I have the Vistas in, which is great, but unlike AirPods, the Vistas do a much better job of blocking out ambient noise because their oval silicone ear tips still create a good seal similar to the other in-ear earbuds here. And combined with the fact that these earbuds also have ear fins, they do a phenomenal job of not falling out, even if you're working out super hard. But the most crucial upgrade found on the Jaybird Vista from the Jaybird Run is their Bluetooth connectivity. Now, these earbuds have been upgraded to Bluetooth 5.0, but more importantly, each earbud now establishes a wireless connection with your phone, like AirPods do, whether you're using an iPhone or Android device. So what this means is that if you just want to use one earbud at a time, you can use either one. You don't have to worry about selecting the correct earbud, like with the Jaybird Run, or like with older or cheaper truly wireless earbuds, which use a, for the most part, inferior Hero and Sidekick setup. But this also means there are no longer rampant connectivity issues which plague the Jaybird Run, and it also means that if you're an Android user, you're going to have zero latency across the board when it comes to watching videos on your phone. Now, if you're an iPhone user, you're also going to have zero latency if you use these earbuds to watch Netflix or HBO Now on your phone, but there is still a slight latency when watching YouTube videos on an iPhone. Now, I don't blame the Jaybird Vista, because the same thing happens with the Sony WF-1000XM3, a few other truly wireless earbuds, and a few other headphones. So personally, I think it's an app thing. But I do want to point out that unfortunately, these earbuds don't have any AAC or aptX support, just SBC. But personally, I don't really care because I'm just happy to see that Jaybird's truly wireless earbuds finally have a stable Bluetooth connection that isn't constantly cutting in and out. But now let's talk about sound quality. For me, these earbuds get loud enough, but I do expect people to leave comments on this video saying that these earbuds are too quiet for them, probably because they've already ruined their hearing. Now, just like in Jaybird fashion, the Vistas connect to Jaybirds Connect app, and from there you can directly adjust your EQ. If you want, you can have a neutral sound signature, or if you like a bass-heavy sound signature, you can also do that. But when it comes to overall performance, the instrument separation on these earbuds isn't particularly amazing, and at higher volumes, everything does tend to blend together. Even though there can be a lot of bass, it can easily get overwhelming and drown out everything else. But in general, the Jaybird Vistas still sound better than AirPods. They're comparable to the Galaxy Buds and Jabra Elite 65Ts. But obviously, if you want better sound, then you'll probably want to look into higher tier earbuds like the Sonys or Sennheisers. The Sennheisers in particular are just amazing when it comes to sound quality. But when it comes to controlling your music playback, these earbuds have built-in physical buttons where you can single press or play or pause your music, and you can double tap to skip a track. Unfortunately, triple pressing won't go back a track, but however, you can press and hold on either earbud to raise or lower the volume, which I feel is more important, because this way you don't have to constantly whip out your phone if you just want to adjust your volume. But another major upgrade on the Vistas from the Jaybird Run is that phone calls now come in through both earbuds instead of just one like on the Jaybird Run, which again use that inferior Hero and Sidekick setup. And in general, I think the microphone on the Vistas is decent enough to take phone calls with. So overall, I'm a really big fan of the Jaybird Vista. Not just for working out, but also as everyday carry wireless earbuds for Android users. Jaybird really knocked it out the park with the carrying case on the Vistas compared to the Jaybird Run. But more importantly, the Bluetooth connectivity on the Vistas is spot on, especially for Android devices. If you're looking for a pair of workout earbuds, then the Vistas are a great option, but there are some missing features that are pretty standard on truly wireless earbuds these days. Specifically, the Vistas don't have automatic ear detection, so they don't automatically pause your music when you take them out of your ear, and they also don't have an ambient mode, which I think sucks, but I also think it's crucial for an outdoors runner looking into these earbuds. And Jaybird tries to skirt around not having an ambient mode on the Vistas by saying, hey, just use one earbud at a time, which I think is a little cheap. But like I mentioned earlier, I would still recommend the Jaybird Vistas over the Jabra Elite 65Ts to an Android user looking for everyday carry earbuds, mainly because of their slimmer carrying case, USB-C charging, and more importantly, their fit. If you're not the biggest fan of in-ear earbuds like I am, then I feel the Vistas are a great alternative to the Galaxy Buds, Jabras, Sonys, and Sennheisers fit-wise. But remember, you are sacrificing an ambient mode and automatic ear detection. But in general, I am very happy to see Jaybird has really revamped their truly wireless earbuds, and I think they do deserve a Most Improved award. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick any of the products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.